Hey everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to make lip balms. I've been making lip balms for a couple of years. Super simple and easy to do. It doesn't require too many ingredients, actually about 5. So the first thing that we need are lip balm tubes, and I ordered this off of Amazon. There's like 50 in this box for about $9.99. They're just clear, looks like this. Can you see that? Next are the ingredients that we're going to be using. Beeswax. So I use a tablespoon of beeswax, tablespoon of shea butter, and a tablespoon of coconut oil. This is my favorite coconut oil, Tropical Traditions. I've been using it for years. As you can see, I'm pretty serious about my oil. I buy it in the gallon. So, and then we're going to be using peppermint essential oil and lime essential oil in the tubes to give it a nice taste. And the peppermint too helps kind of like pucker your lips. So if you like peppermint, you will love this lip balm. Okay, another thing we're also going to use too is mica powder. Have you heard of mica powder? Mica powder is a safe, non-toxic way to add shimmer to your product. So we have 2 here today. We have this iridescent gold, which is kind of like it's just a shimmer. There's no color to it at all. And there's also the one that I'm going to be using today is rose red. Now it looks really red or really pink, but it really isn't. It just gives a little bit of color and shimmer. And I love these 2 products. Again, I purchased those off of Amazon. So I've already melted the beeswax. So I don't know if you can see it in there. I have like a double boiler kind of thing going on. And I found this is the simplest and the easiest is just to use a Pyrex measuring cup, the one where the handle can rest outside of the pan, because I can actually pour, and I'll show you in a few minutes, but I pour from the measuring cup into directly into the tubes. It's really convenient, and the handle doesn't get hot, which is what I love about it. So we've already added beeswax. Now I added just a little less than a tablespoon because the more beeswax, the harder the lipstick. I tend to like my lipstick or my lip balm creamier. So I added just a little bit less than a tablespoon. So this is the shea butter. I got these little wooden sticks. I love them. Makes it less messy. So we're just going to drop this into the measuring cup. And we're going to stir it. We're also going to add, I'm going to let that dissolve first because it takes a little longer for that to melt than it does the coconut oil. Actually, this has been, I've had this on for, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes before I started filming. So the glass is already nice and hot, and I'm just stirring this. And the shea butter is melting very nicely. I'm using this glass rod. I purchased this on Amazon. I think it came in a 5-pack for under 10 bucks. It's just easier for me as far as, you could probably use a stainless steel spoon or knife, but what's going to happen is as this cools, it hardens, and so I just find that there's less surface area for the material to harden on, if that makes any sense. So that's looking really good. I'm just going to add, and this is what let me show you. This is a brand new gallon. Look at that, gallon of awesomeness. I do so much with coconut oil. My favorite thing is oil pulls, and I'll do a video on that. It's really, really good for you. You can Google the benefits of oil pulls. Okay, that's a little too much. Let me just knock some of that off. The thing about having too much coconut oil then is that it's way too soft, and then especially like in the summer months, it will melt in your purse if it's too hot. So I don't want to do that. Okay. Set it down. In the meantime, the shea butter is all melted, so now we just have to give it a few more seconds here. For the coconut oil, I'm just going to turn up the stove. I have an electric stove, and I got the setting on low, like number 3. We don't need boiling water to get these oils to melt. Okay, just as long as it's a low simmer. You can see, I don't know if you could see, it's dissolving really nice. We're almost there, almost there. Turn it up just a little more. The awesome thing about making your own lip balm is that it's non-toxic, and if you're like me, the older I get, the more I want to get away from toxicity in my personal care products. And if you don't know what I mean, just take your typical conventional lipstick and Google some of the ingredients in there. They'll scare the bejeebers out of you. Okay. Let's see. We're just about there. And what I'm going to do while that is coming to a complete melt, I'm going to open up my mica and actually I have my 1/4 teaspoon. Hold on, let me, a half teaspoon. I'm using a half teaspoon of mica. So you can do a blend. You could do half of the gold with half of the red, or just do a half teaspoon of the red. I think that's what I'm going to do today. Use a half teaspoon. I'm not going to use the gold. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you could tell how it glistens. All right, our oil is melted. Okay. I'm just going to add that into the glass. Stir that around. So I don't know if you can see how that's starting to melt. It's really beautiful. It's very like iridescent looking. Let me show you. I don't know if iridescent is the right word. It's just, can you see that? It's really, really pretty. Okay, so the thing about making balms is you got to work pretty quickly, or else the oils harden. Everything starts to harden pretty quick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add our essential oil. So I'm going to use 10 drops of peppermint and then 5 drops of lime for a total of 15. And it smells amazing. I'll take that residual there and rub it on the edge of my hand. I'll show you what I do with it in a second. And then 5 drops of lime. I love lime. You could use citrus fresh. You could use cinnamon if you want cinnamon. Some people like lavender. Grapefruit is another one, another common lip balm flavor. Smell that. It's amazing. All right, so I'm just going to set this down here, and I'm going to begin to pour it. And I want to show you something. When I first started doing this, I bought one of these like test tube racks, again from Amazon. If you don't have a steady hand, you could get one of these. They're, again, under 10 bucks. I found, though, that I could do pretty well without that, and I can just pour with a steady hand. So, let's see how steady my hand is. Oh, I wanted to show you what I do with that excess. Smells amazing, so I just rub it on my neck. Never let a drop of oil fall by the wayside. Okay, so let's see how steady my hand is. You just pour. Okay, that's one. Just set it down there. Already it's beginning to harden, and then we can just stick it back in the water. This recipe will make about 8, fill 8 of these tubes. And I'm not going to fill all 8 right now, but you get the idea. Super simple. And you can see how it starts to harden up. See that? Right there as you're pouring, it starts to harden. So I'm just going to stick this back in the water. Oops. Knock that over. I don't know if you just saw that. I knocked the tube over, and yet most of it was already hardened. So just a little bit like got on the edge. That's how quickly this hardens. Another thing I want to show you is these tubes. They have like this center thing. I don't know if you can see that, like that little thing. That's what you use to push your lip balm up or retract it, right? So it's going to leave a little hole like that. That's normal. Sometimes though you can overfill it a little bit and you have less of a hole. It doesn't matter either way. So that's the finished product, and then when I'm done and I let it cool, it will cool like within the hour. I'll cap it and I'll label them. Because I found I have some friends that they absolutely love peppermint, some abhor peppermint. If you want to do a variety, what you could do is even before you add the mica, just fill a few tubes, and it could be fill them without the essential oils, and then fill the rest with oils. So, or make a couple batches. But I love these labels. Got them on Amazon. As you can see, I've been using a lot of them, and I put them at the top. I just identify what it is and the flavor. So that's it. Hopefully you found this helpful, easy peasy, wonderful Christmas gift ideas, birthday gift, especially if you live in a cold region and there's a lot of dryness. Do want to show you, this is the finished product. I made some that were clear, through also a label here. This particular brand of label, though, it didn't stick very well, so I had to put tape on top of it to keep it from falling off. No big deal. And here's another finished product. This one, as you can see, the one I made previously, this is if you combine the gold with the red. It gives it just a real subtle peachy pink. And this is what we made today with the rose red mica. Okay, and for the sake of illustration, I'm running out, as you can see. So let's see if you can see that. Well, take it from me. There's a shimmer and there's just a little bit of color, so it's not overbearing. Okay, that's it. Super simple. If you need help, drop me a line. You can reach me at andrarocksoils@gmail.com, or make a comment on the video. If you found this helpful, just give me a thumbs up, okay? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great one.